What's up, it's Auto Handles, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Cam Thomas. Before we can get into the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Let's begin. Cam Thomas has definitely emerged as one of the most exciting and potent scorers in the NBA. Last season he had multiple 40-point games and consistently delivered high-scoring performances. With Mikal Bridges now playing for the Knicks, the Brooklyn Nets appear to be placing the spotlight on Thomas to be the face of their team. However, while his ability to score is undeniable, there are concerns about his overall impact, especially with his one-dimensional style of play. As exciting as his offense can be, these red flags could limit his potential as a franchise player. First, let's talk about Cam's offensive approach because his shot selection can be problematic. Most modern NBA offenses prioritize three-point shots and driving to the rim, which are both more effective ways of scoring compared to the mid-range jumpers Cam often relies on. Though he excels at these, the mid-range is the least efficient shot in basketball, and at 6'3", his inability to get to the rim regularly makes him less effective. When he's on though, his mid-range game is impressive, but when those shots aren't falling, his shooting percentages plummet. Throughout his career, he shot consistently in the low 30s from 3, and that's underwhelming for a guard. No wonder he settles for contested mid-ranges, because he's just not very efficient from 3 at this point. Another issue is that scoring seems to be his only strength. If Cam isn't putting up points, he isn't doing anything. I've also tuned into some net games, including their games against the Bulls and their next one against the Pistons, and when receiving catch-and-shoot opportunities, he often hesitates and fakes, opting for a jab or a pump fake, dribble pull-up, rather than just taking the shot. I would prefer that he get a shot off rather than just going past the arc where everything's congested. And in tight NBA games, Brooklyn needs a 3 over a 2. And he's had a bunch of time to experiment with his game and gain confidence. Last year, there weren't many ball-dominant scorers that would just go and get a bucket, and he needs to learn that going and getting a bucket doesn't always require putting the ball on the floor. It can be as simple as a kick-out 3, and this is something that he's going to have to figure out. And the player who's starting to figure it out is Anthony Edwards. I bring him up because Cam Thomas's journey so far has had some interesting parallels to Edwards' early career, particularly during his time at Georgia. Like Cam, Edwards was a high-usage player who was primarily a scorer, often relying on difficult shots and showing limited playmaking. At Georgia, he averaged only 2.8 assists per game, despite playing heavy minutes as a lead guard. This assist rate was low for someone projected as a combo guard, and his efficiency suffered with just 40% shooting from the field and 29% from 3 on 7 attempts per game. His shot selection was often questionable, with Edwards frequently taking tough, contested jumpers instead of seeking higher percentage looks. This led him being criticized for not reading the floor well or contributing as a passer. Despite these limitations, Ant has evolved into an NBA star by focusing on his efficiency and shot selection. He gradually learned to make better decisions with the ball, knowing when to look for his own shot and when to create for teammates. His current stats are a testament to that growth. He's shooting an impressive 45% from 3 and 47% from the field, which is a huge leap from his college numbers. Edwards' improved efficiency has transformed him into a legitimate franchise player for the Timberwolves, showing how players can develop other parts of their game to complement their scoring talent. Cam Thomas, like Edwards, has a scoring talent, but needs to make similar adjustments to unlock his full potential. Right now, Cam's game revolves almost entirely around scoring, with limited passing and defensive impact. He could take a page from Edwards' book and start making simpler, smarter offensive choices. If Cam can learn to balance his scoring with better playmaking and decision-making, he has the potential to become a much more complete player. The key is for Cam to understand, as Edwards did, that efficient scoring isn't just about volume, but also about choosing quality shots and improving his shot selection. I want to show y'all a clip against the Bulls of Cam Thomas. The Nets are up, so they just need to slow it down. But Cam catches it at the logo, and he just decides to pull it, and he knocks it down. It was a bad shot, but I've got to give him credit for being confident, and almost every scorer has that type of confidence. And this is a type of confidence that's going to benefit him in the long run. Even when he's having a bad shooting night, you know he's never going to lose confidence. But what do you think? Are you excited for Cam Thomas's future? And do you think the hot start he's having is an indicator that he's going to become a star? Tell me in the comment section below. Until next time, peace.